Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and we got some more leaks for y'alls. So this is the leak of the D Rose 11, which is interesting because I thought D Rose's contract with Adidas was up, but maybe he re-signed with Adidas. Maybe it was significantly less money for D Rose, but he still signed maybe. I'm not sure. We didn't have any news on what happened. He's still with Adidas, which is cool. And this is his 11th signature shoe with Adidas. Shout out to the basketball shoes for all of these pics. And we got some on-foot pictures. We got some really good pictures of the actual shoe. Right off the bat, we can see that they're using, it actually looks exactly the same as this, cushion setup. So it looks like it's light strike. And I'm not sure if it doesn't really say any, oh yeah, no, it says light strike here on, I guess, the midsole, but it looks more like a type of cage, and obviously it is light strike. As far as the traction goes, we're not really sure. It looks like exactly the same. The midsole and outsole looks exactly the same as the next levels, which is good and bad in my opinion, because the traction was really bad for me in this. Like, even if a little bit of dust got on it, it's just sliding, you know what I'm saying? D Rose 10 was a little bit better, but this was just absolutely horrendous on dust. Even if there was a little bit of dust, I'd be sliding like crazy. And it was on par with being as bad as the Jordan 31 for me. So hopefully they didn't use the same exact rubber compound. Hopefully that's a little bit different, but it looks like it's just regular herringbone, which is that's good. And then, as you guys know, light strike is really nice, especially in this shoe and the Dame 6. If you guys watch the performance review on that, light strike is really nice. One thing I don't like about it though, it looks really bulky. It looks very big here in the heel. So I don't really like that. And also on the lateral side, it looks like, I'm not sure if it's like a type of foam or a plastic, but it looks like it cages part of the lateral side of the light strike. And it also looks kind of like a clip. It runs down the length of the midsole and it comes back up. And I think it maybe turns into a heel counter, which is a really cool design. We don't really have any good pictures of the actual medial side. Or maybe in this picture there's a little bit, but we can't really see the heel. So there's that. Pretty excited for the cushion. And that's interesting. I guess light strike, you know how Boost was Adidas's like premium cushion setup, and they only put in like their best models. I thought they were gonna do that with light strike, but I guess not. I guess they're putting it in more in their budget models as well. I'm not really sure how much this is going to be. I believe the D Rose 10 was like 130, 140 bucks, which is for these types of materials, and the tech that you're getting, I thought was pretty bad deal. But if this is like around 130, 140 bucks with light strike, I think that'd be nice. And then as far as the materials go, the materials are different, obviously, than this. One thing I don't like about the midsole slash outsole combo is how flat it looks, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. I'm sure there's a few people that don't mind. I guess it wasn't that bad here in the next levels because it is very flexible here, but I just don't really like this very flat outsole. It just feels a little slappy to me. I like to have more of a curved shape here, so it helps keep you on your toes and make that overall heel to toe transition a little bit smoother. But it wasn't horrible in the next levels because like I said, it is very flexible here in the forefoot, and like it's not like super bubbly and bulky. Like Adidas, their design, for example, like in Dawn issue number 1 is very bubbly and bulky feelings. But I don't think it's gonna be horrible in the D Rose 11 because it wasn't horrible in the next levels either. Just a little bit of a slapper, And as far as materials go, so in the toe area, it looks to be more of like a textile type of material, and then there's a little line of fuse. And then on the lateral side where the Adidas logo is, it looks like a very thin type of screen mesh, and it's heavily overlaid with fuse. And then where the laces are, I'm not really sure if that is a tongue. I guess it is a tongue, but it looks like the tongue is halfway attached to the actual upper. And then once you get, to the top of the tongue, it becomes an independent tongue, which, it's a cool design. I don't really know what they're doing. Again, like what they did with the D Rose 10, they're putting like a whole bunch of padding and foam on the outside of the shoe, which is weird. I guess that does help with making the material here in the ankle area a little bit stiffer, so you get a little bit more ankle support. But wouldn't you want that on the inside of the shoe so you get a little bit more comfort as well? And it does have a very big heel tab, which I like. And then here in the back, in the heel, you can see D Rose's logo. and you can see that really thick light strike cushioning in the heel as well. A little bit of an on-foot picture. It looks pretty cool. I like the way the shoe looks. It actually looks pretty dope. And this colorway is really cool as well with that gradient on the midsole. So I'd have to say overall it's a very simple design, and I like how Adidas, you know, went away from like their bubbly design, like, you know, for example, like the Dawn issue number 2 with that, and also the I guess BYWs and like the Y3 Harden with that, you know, bubbling of the midsole and like those like circular and oval shapes. You know, I don't really like that design. They went a little bit more streamlined, you know, like in the next levels. They kind of took some design cues from the next level and made it into like D Rose's shoe. So yeah, overall, I like the way it looks. I feel like it's gonna be a good performer, but there's gonna be a few things, like I said, like in the next levels, the traction for me was very bad on dust. So hopefully the traction is good. I already know the cushion's gonna be nice. And I mean, this laceless system is okay, but I mean, it's not my favorite. So there are laces in that shoe, and then the upper doesn't look bad either. So I'm pretty excited for it, and I'm happy that D Rose is getting another signature shoe. So yeah, that's the D Rose 11 leak. Tell us your thoughts on the shoe down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.